Oh, blasted. Good afternoon. Afternoon? What the fuck am I talking about? It's firmly in the territory of evening. How are you folks doing? I must say, today was, I'm talking weather mostly here, quite a pleasant day. Like, seriously, the weather was really fucking nice. Went for like 2 walks, actually. It's just a bloody shame that I woke up 2 p.m., yes. Oh well. How are you folks doing? I don't know if I've asked it already, but I'm gonna ask it again, why the hell not? Right, now I suppose we're meant to... You're doing pretty good, eh? That's good. That's always good to hear. Thanks, man. I guess myself I could be doing better, but... Guess it's been worse too. Right. Need to find 20 real to pay for your room at the Whirling, or it will be locked after 9 p.m. As long as you don't have a free place to stay, you have to do this every night. Right. Huh. Also, I beg your fucking pardon. How the hell did I get 3 points in fashion? Oh, probably because of the goddamn fucking measurehead. Oh dear. Drunk stuff. I just bullied my manager for trying to be funny. So that sounds like a hell of a history, actually. Righto. Ah yes, the jam mystery. The reality lowdown. He told me that I worked till 7 p.m. today. Twice. He was lying. How was... okay, but how was he trying to be funny then? 'Cause I don't think I actually follow. Yes. It's all about money, you know. Right. I knew it. He was trying to make a fool out of me, so I played along and stayed 2 hours extra, and now he has to pay me overtime. Well, unless you fucking think... Oh?
You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it.
Am I a smoker?
Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome of Jeroma? You feel like a smoker, especially when you look at that juicy, succulent, seductive cigarette stub, still smoldering deliciously.
But she broke it at the fill, so I can't smoke that.
How very astute of you. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette, or better yet, an entire pack. Strike that, a carton. Make sure they're all healthy and able-bodied. Then smoke them all.
I should not... Wait. Oh, wow, you fuckers. Well, I'll think about it.
Good. Thinking about yummy cigarettes in your mouth is the next best thing. Make sure you think about juicy sticks of tobacco all the time, though. It doesn't count if it's not all the time. And when you're done thinking about them, graduate to getting them.
Fuck off?
Plus, smoking them gives massive bonuses.
Yeah, right. Sort of. He thought I'd ask him if I really have to work overtime, and then he'd laugh in my face. I just didn't ask him and continued working. Does it really count as bullying, though? I don't know. I would rather... No offense. I would rather count it as you kind of acting like a dumbass.
Yes?
Right, never mind. Oh yeah, the cigarette thing.
This is the door to the room you redecorated.
Electrochemistry as a skill pisses me off, Lamau. Yeah. Wow. Well, no, I got really fucking sassy, which is... okay, I see. Also, I got to work slower because I have 2 more hours.
Just a moment. We should talk about our progress on the investigation. Let's go out to the balcony.
Alright, let's go. Oh, okay. So that was nice.
The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum. Then,
That was a little, strange, let's just put it this way. Come on.
Now then, we should talk about the investigation. But I also feel you're a bit hazy on the RCM. Our role here, our rights, our jurisdiction, basically.
He lights a cigarette. I didn't know you smoked, Kim.
I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
Alright.
oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
No. Right then, to the debrief. Fuck off, electrochemistry.
Yes, it's been a long and eventful day.
How do you think today went?
Well, we inspected the victim's body, so that's good. It was not easily approachable in that state, but we did it.
The mixing is a little questionable, I must say. I say it's questionable because I have a problem. I have a problem distinguishing Kim's words over the music. Some sidechain compression would solve it.
I would say our initial inspection was very thorough, and we have solid leads to follow up.
Yeah, that and, well, frankly, bringing up the damn voice. Actually. I don't know if that's gonna help. Oh no, but then I just realized I was gonna get fucking Kuno and other shitheads like this much louder. Oh no. Dragslav, honestly, Chinese Communist Party congresses are wild to me. It's just a bunch of billionaires standing to Communist International. What are you? What? That came out of nowhere.
Then you shot him in the chest, which wasn't ideal. But we did manage to get him down from the tree. So as they say, all's well that ends well.
You have to rub it in, fuck's sake.
By not ideal, he means he can't believe he let you try that trick and would be angry if he didn't feel the outcome was partly his responsibility.
I still can't believe I missed that shot.
Being sober tends to help with precision. Anyway, we performed a field autopsy on the victim. We found some things we can really work with. I still feel like we missed something, but it's up to the boys in processing now. We did perform a thorough search of the crime scene. That's great.
Drunkislav destroyed, yes.
Now, as for interviews, my list of people to talk to here in Martinez, I mean.
He takes a deep drag and looks at the city. The initial interviews. Yes, well, we talked to some people.
Including Evrard Claire, a daunting adversary, if there ever was one.
Yeah.
He wasn't particularly forthcoming with useful information, however.
At all, as a matter of fact.
He's not saying much on the matter because he thinks you could have gotten more out of Everard.
He's a tough cookie, that one.
Claire also helped you, how should I say, remember your name? That's a relief.
Big relief. It's a very serviceable name, too.
Moving on. We tried to interview the Wild Pines rep, but she asked us to do something for her first. Fine, so be it. I have a feeling Joyce knows how dangerous the situation really is. We have to get her to talk to us.
He purses his lips.
If Kim is emphasizing something this much, it really must be important.
Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice?
I have a really good theory about why you're running so fast, son. Just you wait until we get up tomorrow.
No, we are not getting a fucking carton of cigarettes, you twat. I'm
It's
trained.
impressive, especially for a man your age. And in those hills.
Yeah, sorry, I clicked too fast. I'm training for a long distance run. I want to raise money for charity. He nods thoughtfully, tapping his finger on his cigarette.
Nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. Goes with the orange.
He looks at your snakeskin shoes and smiles suddenly. Say nothing, just look into the night.
The dying lights of the city shimmer below. Slowly, like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag. An aerostatic passes overhead, the whiskers of its floodlights on the ground below. Kitsuraga's glasses light up as he looks to the sky. Two glowing circles.
They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid, Kuno. It's different inland, in Jamrock and the GRIH.
Why are they like this?
It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the Union, to the company. Not daring to come here more often. It's like I told you, this place is an orphan, fallen between the cracks.
And in Jamrock and the GRIH?
We run this city. West of the river is RCM land.
He looks at the dark silhouette of the equestrian monument cutting into the night sky.
It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... But we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works, our systems work. If they didn't, the city would disintegrate.
I hope our investigation will help improve the situation here. At least do some good.
Me too. But I wouldn't count on any drastic changes in our lifetimes.
He is very tired, but the dark circles under his eyes make him look younger, not older.
Grunkersov, so what do you think of the current political state of Martinez? Honestly, I think it's good the Union became the police force in this area. If they didn't, it would probably be the Mafia. Here's the thing. What's the difference in this case? No, seriously, what is the difference in this case? Yeah. So what are our powers exactly, the RCM?
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule.
1,000? Why not more?
The RCM's primary role is to ensure safety. We are not really supposed to play any part in the economic structure of Revachol.
Wouldn't that be an easy power to abuse?
Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local station. Officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines trust in the RCM.
Okay, well, what else?
We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station cold sleep. It prevents confusion and overcrowding.
Wait, how can you be sure the arrestee will show up?
You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though. and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power projection. Thus far, they seem to mostly show up.
I see, and if someone resists?
As you may have gathered from the fact that we are expected to carry a record of our kills, like the one in your watermarks, we are permitted to use whatever force is necessary, and strongly admonished not to abuse that power.
Wait, so if I kill someone while on duty?
You have to supply compelling evidence for why it was necessary to use lethal force. In these cases, your partner is usually your witness. Not a good position to be in, by the way. Internal Affairs handles these cases thoroughly, by cross-examining you for inconsistencies. It is hard to cover for anyone, which is for the best.
What happens to the people we convict?
We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Couronne and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them.
He taps on his coat pocket where he keeps his notes. And who makes all these rules?
The coalition government, and the moral intern more broadly. The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more, no less.
His gaze is absently fixed on the window below that just went dark.
Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Revachol or the coalition government founded the RCM.
Drunkenslav. Prison system in this area is interesting, but you have to find out about that yourself, of course. Sure. Let's say it was the citizens of Revachol.
Be sentimental if you like. Either way, the moral intern leases us the right to keep the peace in this city, and they will take it away if we misuse it.
Or if they think you do.
I was about to say. The Moral Intern, what is it?
The Moralist International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place after the revolution failed.
I really don't know. That's how bad it is in here.
Okay. They're a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt.
Oh no.
Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the world.
What do they believe in?
What do they believe in? They are Dolorians. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they are just technocrats.
Those others say they continue the humanist project set forth by Dolores Day.
What is the symbol?
Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love, compassion, self-discipline. I think you can gauge what they want you to think of them from that.
Yeah. Prawo i sprawiedliwość, cough cough. Anyway.
Something kind and usual. Something almost self-explanatory. Something even a little feminine, but in a strict manner. Something like the dark blue, serious color of the early night sky above.
Who was Dolores Day?
A historic figure? The author of the modern age? You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me.
What do you think of him?
The moral intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And it doesn't look like that's about to happen.
I have an opinion on on the Moral Intern, do I?
Do you?
The lieutenant arches his brow, then pulls on his cigarette. It's a slim white thing in his fingers. They've done an awful job here. Have you seen this place? This isn't humanism.
We are in what is called the twilight of international law. The laws we claim to enforce come from the MI. Without them, we are simply vigilantes.
Yeah, vigilante sounds bad.
Sadly, it is what we already are to the people of Martinez. Most of them, at least, especially the Union. Vigilantes. I expect our job here to prove quite challenging.
He looks at the roundabout.
The lights of the orphan district are reflected in his glasses. The red and golden orbs of the motorway sliding like pearls on a string from east to west as Revachol commutes back to the suburbs. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Monday is over.
Not in 20 minutes. Dragzov, we are the stooges of the world's biggest... No. Mashallah. God damn it, man. Thank you for this.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
He puts out a stub of his cigarette and looks to the door. Fuck's sake. No. Seriously, why do people smoke cigs? Alcohol. Okay, I can kinda understand, although it's... very self-destructive. Cigarettes are both self-destructive and fucking stupid. Well, what he'd say if you asked about him smoking? Sure, go ahead. 2 in the morning. Yeah, have a good one, Kim. Although I have a feeling my night might not be too great. Given the fact that I kind of broke the fucking window with my goddamn shoe.
The fan stands still.
On the light bulb.
The lights are on.
It's no longer killing me.
The lights are off again.
But he only smokes one a day at the evening as it brings a feeling of control over himself. Oh, right. Is that why people smoke? Genuine question. I never fucking smoked. I am only literally suffocating when I try to.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's barely covered in steam anymore. It's your face in the mirror, adorned with the expression.
Oh, okay. This is actually still locked. Right. Well, let it be for now, I suppose. No, they smoke it. Okay, aside from addiction, I know how bleeding addictive that shit is. Not from personal experience, mind you, once again, you know. So what, is that literally just peer pressure combined with the chemical addiction? To deal with stress. People believe it calms them down, it's to deal with stress, and to have some time for themselves. That's... that does sound like just excuses, I'm not gonna lie. Right, let's give, you know what, let's give that mirror check another shot. As far as I know, it doesn't actually deal with stress. No, why would it? I feel like I will fucking absolutely regret this, but YOLO! But when you are addicted, you feel stressed when you haven't smoked. Yeah, that does make sense.
Steam anymore. It's your face in the mirror, adorned with the expression.
Dig deep into your mind to locate the source of the expression.
It belongs in the new, the third decade of the current century. Enough time had passed from the failure of the revolution that, for a fleeting moment, free market economy seemed like the ultimate, uncontested way of life. for our species.
Okay.
Things were good. It was smooth sailing. People made gold and champagne-tinted interiors and facades to suit the times, calling this the new style. But more importantly, disco happened. Forget about ostentatious orchestrations. For Revachol, your city, that meant only one thing. Guillaume Lamillion.
What a fucking tacky name.
If it doesn't rhyme, you're not pronouncing it right. Out of the dazzling swirl of disco music, in an open-air boîte de nuit, somewhere in Revachol West, Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He sang some bullshit. Then he made the expression.
So I adopted it? Why?
Everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you. Maybe it did. Either way, it's all gone now. Only the grimace remains.
I feel the need to add a clicking sound when I make it click click.
The click is used to spur on a horse. It also features heavily in Guillaume Lamillion's regional mega hit, Don't Worry, Your Pretty Little Head. Sometimes you like to add finger pistols to the mix, because, unlike Guillaume Lamillion, you are a police officer. It's your nifty little way to say, I'm armed and dangerous.
I just imagine the finger guns with this very portrait. Oh god, that's hilarious. Hello, Tomius. How are ya? I finally passed this fucking check. Ah! How long ago was the new?
There is a vast ocean of time between right now and the expression. Looking good on you, or anyone. 2 decades, if the calendar is to be trusted. Humanity has run aground in that time. It's a different world now. The expression is a relic.
Anything else? Like who am I? Why did I become a cop? Why did I drink myself into oblivion?
You have some understanding of the near history of disco, plus the trivia you've picked up along the way. Episodic memory, however, remains in the dark. It may never return. You should prepare yourself for that.
Does this have anything to do with ostentatious orchestrations?
Not really. OO must have just stirred your mind. They're more like a disco rock band anyway.
Huh. I guess that's it then.
It doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne-corked smile whenever you want to. Maybe some of the stardust will return.
Yeah. Oh god, I would have to level up the goddamn electrochemistry, and it's already trying to make me smoke. Fuck off. Drunk is up. I love Johnny McLaw. Yeah, he's a great character thus far. Although I must say, finding out his shenanigans when he was on a 3-day bender was, oh god. And the worst part is, it's actually so well written. I could actually feel the second-hand embarrassment. You could argue first-hand embarrassment to a degree. Holy shit. Impossible skill check to make it disappear. Yeah. Nah, I'm not gonna fucking try it. Not now, anyway. Yeah, right, yeah. The mirror be... Oh? Oh, Guillaume Lamillion. Who happened to Guillaume Lamillion? Who, with his amber mane and sparkling teeth, beguiled the tattered remains of the nation? While you suffered and suffered, did he dematerialize in a cloud of cocaine dust? Or did he simply stand in a corner and melt into the slendering new lines of the star? Yeah, no. 20 years ago. Spare thought for his great ass, too. Oh, wait. Maybe he became a police officer in Revachol West. Oh, I doubt it. Thomas, yeah, I saw you spontaneously slip into sorry cop. Can you be fucking... Are you surprised? Holy fucking shit. Ah. Right. Oh, boy. Boy. Right. Well, I suppose it's time to go get some rest. And first things first, tomorrow I need to sell the bottles. Question is, do you want to make it disappear? I don't know if I want.
Cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
I like the option. Crawl in. Yeah, same, bro. Same.
The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes. And then sleep doesn't come.
Why?
Maybe it's the bed's fault.
Check the pillow.
Its synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells oddly. Smells of alcohol and sweat and grease.
Check the blanket.
It barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here, intimate and warm, breathing. A bit tense in the muscles. Relax.
Roll over to the other side.
It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it?
Who killed him? Who?
Something to do with, what was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brain waves.
No more thoughts. Fall asleep now.
Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start forming.
Drunk stuff. Oh, by the way, good job on getting rid of the corpse first day. It would be embarrassing if you didn't do that yet. Gee, thanks. Embarrassing is one way to put it. I see. Is he gonna be replaced with a fucking disco ball? Oh, no, it's even funnier. Funnier. This is very artistic. Quite.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood?
Ground looks like it had an oil spill. Nah, it's a disco ball. I was born in a hospital where people usually go to die.
You're not kidding anyone, Harry. You don't remember shit. Tell me, do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
I was left.
That's right, funky baby. And you just stood there. One hand on the bottle and the other on your dick. Watching her go. Let it all be dragged away from you. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
I can get it all back?
No, it's gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. You failed. You failed me. You failed Elysium.
What is Elysium?
Everything. The Pale and the Islas. On the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people. And you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up.
I've talked to you before.
No, Harry. You were just talking to yourself. That's all you ever do. Even in your dreams. And the act is wearing thin. The spots of the disco ball fade around you. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time. Sweating up the bed. Stinky boy.
I can come back from this?
You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours. Bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
My mind is tired and broken.
Your mind is what now? I can't hear you. The rest is just a word dream. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet grinding in your head.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
God, there's another type?
Oh yes, party boy, and it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too. So soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork. Barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry.
Uh-oh, Stinky så stark sig själv. Hey, Stuff 7. Hey, hi, Nigga. Did you hear that song by Slayer called Raining Come? No, because there isn't one, and I see what the joke you're making. Just, how are ya?
Time to go to work in the street.
That was so fucking inappropriately timed. Not your fault, Duff Pictures, but like... Ow.
Good going, buddy.
Oh my god, what the hell was that?
Oh, just a dream. You have ones like that all the time. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night.
What the hell is going on with me?
You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think.
Why is this happening?
It's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more.
No.
You're too weak to say no now. Waking up is the worst part. Maybe somewhere down the line you could decline.
Wait, what is speed?
Speed is a potent central nervous system stimulant. It kept you propped up all day yesterday, despite your debilitating hangover. How else did you think you even got up from this floor?
Oh. It gets fucking worse. Oh no. Thanks, electrochemistry. Yeah, you piece of shit. Hey, Mr. Horizons. Oh, cool, I just visited this college a few days ago. No spoilers, damn it. I know you probably weren't trying to throw any, but, you know, just warning, because I will be I got into this, you know, warning everyone that I will be particularly fucking merciless, and 4 streams in, I am only strengthened in that conviction. This is fucking great. Oh, it gets fucking worse. It's just so long for this game. Oh no.
It's power, man. It's professionalism. It makes you feel like you're young again and ready to detect. Ready to go to war against the world.
You know, when I fucking put KMFDM's Drag Against War as the intro to this stream, I actually had no idea this is gonna be so fucking apt. It was more of a joke regarding the fact that today I am planning to deal with the, you know, figuring out the roundabout jam and supposedly how they're fucking trafficking drugs. So, yeah. Drugs are. This game really is great, yeah. Can you PM me? I want to send you 2 Raining Blood gachi mixes. Just to wonder which one is better in your opinion. PM you like, well, also, I'm not really a guy to decide those things. No, I can take this. I am not going to go looking for speed.
Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week? Let's be honest, 2 weeks. Maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You will be fired.
That's a lie. I can't do this without the speed. Half the town won't be dead.
Suit yourself, slow, sad shell man. See how you do without your spark.
Fuck off. I thought the drugs and the drugs won, yeah. Because I cannot PM you first. Huh. I am posting a ban-worthy meme in your meme channel, Schwabe, and you can't stop me. It isn't just... It's not really ban-worthy, but, it's fucking sad. Actually, let me... Oh, right. Yeah, I won't manage to show that. Then, wow, this is sad. If that's true, then it's so fucking sad. Yeah, I figured it's bait. Here's the thing. I am ever so afraid that there are people...
It was not cake. It was cringe, father.
Did you check it out yourself, Pixaris? Or was it, you know, about my inability? Right, first thing in the morning, I will... I will go and, oh? Nothing on the front page rings a bell. Strange. Wait, what front page? Might have missed something yesterday, actually. And might be still showing. Oh! I see. Good morning, Kim.
Morning.
Yeah. He gives a quick nod.
I've got some good news. I took care of the body. The thought of him decomposing in my MC wouldn't let me sleep.
I don't know if I was ready to let him go. No, okay, good, thanks.
I'm just glad he's gone. We have other matters to attend to.
The lieutenant is downplaying his contribution. He got up before sunrise to get this done, and now he's quite pleased with himself for taking care of the gruesome business so efficiently.
The Union muscle finally turned up, and they look rowdy. We need to talk to them.
Why do we need to talk to them?
Everything points to the Dock Workers Union. The belt used for hanging him, tracks in the mud, the circumstances in Martinez, my preliminary information. Which may, of course, all be wrong. But we still need to talk to them, and it won't be easy.
What do you mean, rowdy?
I mean ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCM being here. They prefer to be policed by the Union. These men here, men who drink beer for breakfast, there's talk of an armed wing of the Union called the Hardy Boys, who are responsible for state policing. I think it's them.
There's so many of them. Maybe we should call in reinforcements.
That would just escalate tensions. No captain would sign off on it. Solving one murder isn't worth a conflict between the RCM and the Debarders Union. In fact, even the death of 2 detectives might not warrant an all-out war. So let's keep a cool head, okay?
Wow, fucking great. That's... I just wanted to sell some of the fucking bottles for cash, Kim. Good news, my ass.
One more thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with our business.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah, streetwise. Zoom right past. Do it on your own terms.
Ooh, tells you something about the stakes here. Yeah.
But aren't you curious to know what they have to say about the murder?
They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you. Whatever you decide is fine by me.
Sure. Oh boy, let me check real quick. Right, so these things, okay, I have to be conscious to get through these. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, first thing in a bloody morning. Because you were told to keep on low profile. No, let's not get that just yet. Right.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
Insert the bottles.
Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfying jingle. You're a richer man now.
Not for long.
Do you know what you should do with that money, kiddo? You should buy more alcohol. Enter the endless cycle of consumption.
You know what you should do with advice like that, electrochemistry? You should take that and shove it up your ass. Fucking hell. There is a reason I myself am not drinking in recent months. Like, I've only been drinking on 2 occasions, plus... what? 1 bottle of beer very infrequently. My god! Did you know we can beat up Measurehead? I guess I figured this out from the fact that you can push him, but shush. Don't go that far, Drunkislav, please.
Can I help you?
About my bill for tonight.
Got the 20 real?
Yeah, 20 real for the night.
Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
Goodbye. That's taken care of. I can do this. I can do this without speed, without alcohol, and without cigarettes. We're going straight edge, damn it. I like how he reminds us as drunk stuff. Whoa, God? Yeah, come on. But the ones are so thinly sliced, you can see through them. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna find anything from Kubek, but... let's see.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence.
Do you know what's behind that door? Point to the blue door.
He looks up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging and muttering something to himself.
Oh, you need another... yeah, I don't know why you like it. I also don't know where I'm gonna get that money. Unless the night was eventful outside and there's gonna be more bottles around, in which case. Of all things to name a cook after, they decided to go with Knorr product. I know, right? Which is especially weird to me given the fact that they're Estonians. So... okay.
Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that door.
What is in that borscht you're making there? Point of a large pot.
The man says a couple of sentences in that strange language of his, and then seems to wait for you to speak. I'm pretty sure he asked you a question. He doesn't know your language. You can just say something cool in return.
Mercury rising. Run your fingers through your hair.
Borscht need more vodka?
Oh! Oh, that explains why the workers are up for a fucking fight all the time, although I expected amphetamines, to be fair. He looks at the servant humor. Okay, he picks up a bottle from the shelf.
Okay, so it's vodka that keeps the men happy and in good spirits. Clever move by the Union.
Of course, vodka. Now that makes a very, very special borscht indeed. Turn it up and then ask for some yourself. Turning it up seems like a dangerous idea, honestly. The place is a powder keg.
I'll leave the cooking to you. I have business.
The cook gives you a long, inspecting look, then shrugs too, and seems to wait for you to speak.
I'm just going to go. Oh, Lord. Right. Oh, right. Okay, around noon I need to call back to Alice about the numbers. Right. Find booze and drink. Yeah, fuck of that. Okay, someone's using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients of drugs into Revachol. Joyce said there are 3 drivers at the intersection. Talk to them. One of them must know something about the drug trade. Not necessarily if they're just the raw ingredients. Or rather, he might be not aware that that it's drug trade, is what I'm saying here. How the fuck did I get a point in boring cop? Is it because I said no to speed? preposterous. Tattoos? Oh, ask around about tattoos possible. Right. Warren Cop didn't want to drink, says Warren. I can tell you from my personal experience, you don't need to be you don't need to drink or take drugs to be fucking weird and funny, or at least fun. Oh god, ultra liberal 5, which is funny because apparently I somehow ended up with fascist 3. What? Right. I ended with like fastest 7. I'm not sure that's something to really be proud of. And communist. Okay. Also be because you didn't tell the cook to add more vodka. Wait, that was about adding more vodka. Oh, I see.
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man. What's on your mind?
Oh, right, this check. You seem like a man who knows about the drugs.
Ah, man. Me and narcotics go way back. Had some good times surfing the psychic waves of my own consciousness, you know? But those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man?
When was the last time I saved? I need to get high, and I'm looking for a dealer.
Hey, man, that's serious criminal talk. Are you trying to pull some sort of an entrapment thing on me?
Entrapment is a practice whereby an officer of the law induces a person to commit a criminal offense that the person would have otherwise been unlikely to commit, usually through some trickery, persuasion, or fraud.
Let me be straight with you. Okay, you know what? Sod it. I'll be straight with the homie. I'm trying to figure out who's smuggling drugs out of the Terminal B.
We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment from the harbor to load it on their lorry and drive it to Jamrock.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed toward a conflagration.
Who do you think could be conducting the drug trade then?
Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here. You really need to find another man to probe with those questions.
Chill out.
Don't say he's lying, sire.
Hey, that's fine, Tommy. Hey, that's all for now. Have a good one. Also, Drama's saying that he's not lying. Yeah, I will fucking believe Drama, of course. 'Cause that's gonna just that's gonna end up well. Obviously. Sarcasm, never heard of her. I believe Drama with my life. No comments, buddy.
The woman still has her eyes fixed on the photograph in her hands. In the background, the radio plays.
You do here? I know way to get down. Why there's supposed to be like multiple drivers around? Maybe I'm just... 3 drivers at the intersection. Well, there's a pale driver, there's Tommy, and who's the third one? Wait, wasn't there... Okay, let me... Oh? The spirited chirps and clicks of swallows fill the air. Aw, adorable. Shit ain't nothing to me. Right. You see a sturdy woman humming to herself. She seems to be browsing books.
The ship takes off like a silvery mosquito, unfolding its rotor blade arms. She mumbles reading, then puts down the soft cover.
A good one? Point at the book.
Yes? Hello?
She nods, her attention fully focused on the reading. Who are you?
Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much. If she's such a working class woman, why isn't she working?
Oh, I
This is
suppose...
a tremendously useful interlude.
Thanks for your input, Kim. No bottles around, no one was drinking. What? What? Is it that when I am fucking, when I'm cutting drinking, the consumption of alcohol in this fucking area is dropping by 100%? I can't believe that. Bullshit. For a moment I thought that maybe that third driver would be somewhere like here, but, So I remember someone being drunk around here. Or maybe I am just a complete daft bastard and then I just gave myself away to the guy who is the main problem.
You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin. The name Sileng is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer! Everything's cool here.
He gives you a thumbs up. What's so cool?
Everything's cool. The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer.
From out on the bay, a cool wind gathers. It sweeps into the city, tugging at the textiles hanging around the stand. Some distance away, the sound of a tin can clattering across the street can be heard.
You're very cool.
How predictable.
Bang, 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 bang.
He makes both hands into finger pistols and fires a few finger bullets into the air.
You feel a twitch in your index fingers. There's a finger shootout brewing.
Whip him out.
Don't shoot, officer. Have we got an arrest here or just a shakedown?
A shakedown.
Good one, officer. You're a funny guy. Now, what can I do for you?
So give me your money. Just kidding, I'm really here to shake you down for some answers to official police questions.
Then fire away, officer.
Thought gain, finger pistols, 9 mil. What? The food packages you're selling have humanitarian aid written on them. How come?
You mean these delicious pre-packaged shelf-stable meal kits? Really easy to cook, no hassle, really cheap too. Buy some, try them out.
Amazing, I don't have the finger guns option in my game. Actually, let me just check something real quick. It might be just the fact that the composure, that I passed the composure check. I feel like there's a lot of, like there is probably a shitload of hidden checks in this game that are just not meant to show up if you do not pass them.
No hassle. There's a little of a hassle here, it appears. A moral hassle.
Don't... I think one said not for resale on the packaging.
No problem here, officer. I get all this from one of my suppliers, an extremely reputable guy.
Wait. Humanix. Humanitarian aid.
Does your supplier drive at Humanox lorry over there? One of the lorry with the big Humanox sign on it.
What?
The street vendor looks over his left shoulder and stares at the lorry as though he's never seen a lorry in his entire life. Pardon me.
A convincing performance. Bravo.
Look, officer, I'm just a retailer. You'd have to talk to my supplier if you got questions about the supply chain. That's how the game works.
Could be because you passed the Could be, yeah. That's another thing I thought of. That's why I scrolled up earlier. It's fascinating seeing all the little differences between us. White! Even though it's my first one and I hadn't seen any others, so all I have to rely on is the word of the people that did play through it. I got finger guns, but not this.
Interesting.
The lieutenant whips out his blue notebook and makes a note. Where are you from, Sealang?
Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now. All Revachol.
This man probably comes from Seaguy, sometimes known as the Apricot Suzerainty, an archipelago in the Samaran Isola.
You're from the Apricot Suzerainty, right?
Apricot Suzerainty calls to mind an era when the Seaguy archipelago was colonized by Revachol. It's a bit of a slur, in other words.
Oh, thank you, Red. Thanks for letting me know. Right. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say pronounce it very painstakingly. Oh dear.
Very cool. I admire your awareness of our intertwined histories. It's super nice of you to apologize for colonialism. But the Apricot Suzerainty is a shithole. That's why I left.
Oh god. Oh yeah. Yeah. The John McClaw is just like me. He just keeps digging himself fucking deeper with every word. Homie drops a fastest line without even... Yeah. Thanks, Solid. It's super nice of you to apologize for colonialism. Right, but isn't it only a shithole because of Revachol?
If you say so, officer. I don't worry too much about politics. I'm an entrepreneur, you know. Whatever's good for business is good for me.
I'll look around, thanks. -2 to savoir-faire. Snapping doesn't help. You were promised a gun, that much is certain. This is why I became a cop. Yet here you are, loitering around with idle hands like some sorry-ass loser from the street. Suddenly you're supposed to be solving cases by what, like talking to people? How are they going to believe that you can protect yourself or them from savages without a firearm? This ain't right. You need to think around this problem, you need to snap your fingers at people as you do. Oh, crikey. Even the social commentary is spot. Yeah! Yeah! It is brilliantly written. It's a heck of a line indeed. Oh, Christ on fucking toast. Still. Did I fuck up already and is it actually Tommy I wonder? This is a rhetorical question, do not answer that. What I'm also wondering is who the hell are two other drivers? The pale driver doesn't appear to be responsive to anything. Right. Am I seriously this fucking daft? Well, actually, let me check real quick. Oh, okay. The bow collector is soon to be. Right.
The woman still has her eyes fixed on the photograph in her hands. In the background, the radio plays.
Excuse me, ma'am. I'd like to ask some questions.
No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
Snap your fingers in front of her face.
If you want her attention, you may need to be more forceful.
Snap your fingers twice.
Where am I? Who are you?
Like a magician recalling a subject from hypnosis, you've jolted her back to reality. Are you alright, ma'am? You were out.
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s.
Wait, what's so bad about the 50s?
The men have small jaws and everything is made out of plastic. Why do you need plastic when you can make the world out of amber?
What? Where else would you be then?
Back in Methka, during the time of the revolution. The sidewalks and cafes are filled with young people. I was on my way to see a new Boyadero picture starring Gabriel Buenguerro. Until you came along, that is.
The look she gives you is accusatory. Who's Gabriel Buenguerro?
This is Gabriel Buenguerro.
Shows you the photograph in the lavish amber frame. Take a look.
A strikingly handsome man looks straight at you, his head crowned with a wide brim hat. His hair is dark as an oil slick, and his jaw the most perfectly chiseled thing you've ever seen.
He was the biggest star of his day. Girls used to faint in the aisles of cinema whenever he came on the screen. And schoolboys used to memorize all of his lines.
She leans back, savoring the world she's conjured up.
In all likelihood, it's a world that's only ever existed in her mind.
So I take you were in mask when you were young.
Someone was.
She nods as though her meaning were perfectly clear. Someone? Are these not your memories?
They are someone's memories, boy. What difference does it make if it's me or not? They're beautiful. That is all that matters. Beautiful and true. And they will win. They're coming for this, you know? All of this.
What are you on about?
All of what? The world. The present.
Sorry to interrupt your dreaming, ma'am.
I wasn't dreaming. I was there, Loman. It was early spring, and the man behind the Black Sun had just come out. The posters were 20 meters tall. Everything was golden.
Her eyes narrow and she appears to take a measure.
While you, people, were tearing each other apart over your petty little revolution, in Methk, It was a golden age.
The Republic of Mesk is a massive confederation on the Isola of Muindi, the world's largest state by territory. It's a petrostate, a constitutional monarchy, and, as of recently, an outcast due to its tilt to the far right.
Yikes. Right, I have some other questions for you. Police questions.
Why not, Harife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
She settles back against the railing of her motor lorry. Behind her, mountains of memorabilia, photos and knickknacks line the dashboard. What are you holding?
Diamonds.
Diamonds, really?
Of course not. But wouldn't it be marvelous if I was?
Okay, but what are you really holding?
Whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine.
So you don't know what you're holding in your own lorry?
I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo, if you know what I mean.
Fair point, I guess.
She says that as if something narcotic is the real reason.
Wait. What if the cargo is contraband?
Then it's contraband, Loman. What? Do you want to take an old woman in? Be my guest. Lock me away like Bad Hand Hermenegildo.
Bad Hand, Hermenegildos's bad hand, strangled 300 people. What can I say? Some people just really like strangling people.
Right. I don't really understand this whole Boyadero thing.
Of course not. To truly understand the Boyadero, you need to listen to On the Western Plain.
Oh?
The Boyadero, Boya for short, is a cowherder from upstream.
Oh.
The great steppes of northern Mesk. He is a rugged individualist and explorer.
Okay, what's that?
It's an old ballad about a young girl who falls in love with a daring Boyadero. He promises to marry her as soon as he returns from the Western Plain.
I'm guessing that doesn't happen.
Of course not. The Boyadero returns from the Western Plain a changed man. One night, as he and his beloved are out walking along the river Maygrit, she pleads with him to give up his riding and settle down.
In the background, you can hear the orchestra swell as the screen fills with the maiden's imploring eyes.
I think I see where this is going.
So the Boyadero strangles his beloved and throws her body in the Magritte. Then he rides off, because the Western Plain is calling to him.
That's not where I thought that was going.
You have to understand. A true Boyadero needs a whole horizon to himself. He can't be tied down by man or woman. His beloved was selfish. She didn't know what it meant to love a Boyadero.
Before I came, you seemed away.
She's just a distracted old woman. We should maybe let her get back to her things.
So he doesn't think she's a smuggler.
You hear that, Loman? I don't think your partner likes you spending too much time with me.
Do you drive a lorry if you get like that?
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm one of the best camioners around. I drive routes no one else will.
What routes?
Lomonosov's Land, Udashnaya Zemlya, the Western Plain.
She nods and closes her eyes again, letting her mind submerge.
A terrible cold comes over her, rattling her teeth as she stares inward.
The Transcatolia Magistral. You for 1A. Adestradas du Mirador. All the good ones. The deep trenches. Where the bluebirds fly.
She opens her eyes and shadows. I'm something of an expert in blacking out. You should take better care of yourself.
You're right, Loman. I'm the one who should take my health more seriously. Thank you for looking out for me.
A correct appraisal. You're quite shabby.
Fuck you, Endurance.
Is that all you woke me up to say?
Thank you for now.
Enough jamboree. I need to get back to Mesky.
Her voice trails off. Bruh. Hmm?
The bow collector.
Oh, right.
It's early in the morning. The world is dark blue. The sparks light her face, a delicate composition of triangles. The streets seem to grow longer, like in a dolly zoom. And there's something in the air as you stand there and wave back at the shapes growing smaller and smaller. Something that has always been there. A great see-through world. The tenderness you feel. The ghost of Revachol between you, carrying your signals. The holy messenger.
What? Fucking hell. Okay. I'm not entirely sure where this is coming from. I'm asking myself whether or not I want to know, though. I'm gonna make a save because, oh boy. Still, I do not know where the third driver is. Or who the third driver is, as a matter of fact. Am I daft? Can someone, perchance, let me know if I met the third driver or not? Let me put it this way. Oh? Wait, that guy's a driver? I thought he's I thought he's the fucking the magazine vendor or some shit like that. Am I fucking daft?
Welcome to Revachol.
Okay. Yeah, fuck you. Jokes aside, cheers, Rankasa, but... oh, for fuck's sake. Announces the rotund man. The remark isn't addressed to you, it's addressed to the lieutenant. Why are you addressing my partner like that?
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago.
Oh boy.
Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you. It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
Kim got racism! Yep. If you didn't realize he's a lorry driver by me. Listen, I thought he was standing in front of a fucking sort of.
What he means is, fixation on the Revacholian nation makes it harder for Revachol to actually attain self-determination.
He's right. You're undermining our best shot at real self-determination.
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Revachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
Right. I'm just teasing Suzanne.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Ooh. I'm close to saying that Kim is pulling the rank here. I just realized something. You see, okay, the statue of the king, right? I'm looking at this guy, and I just had a fucking, I just had fucking 2 dots connect. Why is he styled after Lord Farquaad from Shrek? Just a tad taller, of course. I mean, look at it. Look at it. Look at him. Oh, God. Someone call 911. I heard shots being fired. I hate exercise. Also, hi. Hey, Ossex.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense.
Drugslav, this game understands racism from a racist perspective, actually. Same with reactionarism. Which is why the critique actually often hits really well. Oh, you met another racist? Yes.
Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
Fucking A, Kim, I got your back. Point your finger pistols at the lieutenant.
You do make a cute couple. You know that.
The lorryman spits.
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
Now that that's settled, we have a couple of questions.
Whatever you say, officers.
He waits impassively, cigarettes smoldering between his fingers.
He smells of heavy motor oils and his breath of high tar content cigarettes, probably Astra Whites.
Also, it's a good thing you have finished your advanced supreme manly race theory, and the red cars are the... Are you okay, Ossex? You're a lorryman, right? What's your stance on drugs?
Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body.
He says as he takes a long drag on his cigarette. Too bad we forgot it. Oh, why not?
You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector. They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage.
Hold on, but they make Al Ghul alcohol in Ilmara too. I was told they do.
I don't go for that foreign piss. Proper booze is made in Mundi. Or sometimes, I like a dram of that Yugograd vodka. Koikos and worse much, but they do no booze.
Listen, I agree. It's our responsibility to keep this poison off the streets of Revachol. Right?
He eyes you warily, unsure how to respond. This goes on for about 2 seconds.
I think it might be our man, actually.
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
Then what are you still hanging around here for? Most of the camionneurs have left.
What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking around at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer.
He doesn't know shit. You know what? Bring him Kuno knows shit, of course.
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
I did see one lorry with the trailer doors open on my way here. Do you know what happened?
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved this country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags when some Kip boys smashed his lock and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it. Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to.
If they were getting drunk inside the whirling in rags, how could they know who broke into the lorry?
If you all were at the whirling, how do you know it was Kipts who broke into the lorry?
What? Aren't we allowed to say that it's the Kips who do all the stealing around here? That's not road science, man.
If it's not you, then who's running drugs for Terminal B?
Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang. That beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well.
Wait, a street vendor south of here? That guy's a lorry driver?
Of course he's a lorry driver. What? He tell you he's just some simple businessman or some shit? He's selling his employer stuff after he broke the seals on his Humanox lorry. His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood. He's your man, alright? 100%.
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what Sealang himself has to say.
So we need to pay Sealang a visit then.
Guess so.
Grins contented with himself. Oh! Oh, hello. Actually, I'll make a save game. I want to say this is... Don't make yourself too comfortable. Fuck you.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine.
Look in the window.
The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia. Fumes of heavy fuel oil waft over you, making your eyes sting. The odor mixes with cigarette residue.
What kind of stickers and insignia? I'm pretty sure this one's of the race's driver.
The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels.
Of course, yeah, that confirms it. Holy shit.
A large metal pendant hangs from the rear view mirror. The pendant features a sun crowned with wavy rays.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It is the seal of Royalist era Revachol.
What about the back seat?
The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains.
Osaks, recently washed windows. No wonder it keeps raining in Revachol. What?
A book with ragged edges catches your notice. The front cover features a large, muscular man. The title reads, Man from Eamdal in the lost city of the Pygmies.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy.
You think this lorry belongs to our top? Harry, why are you even asking?
Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
There he is, in front of Rita, smoking nervously, hoping it's over.
Actually,
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man. What's up?
kind of hope that maybe we could ask one of the other drivers about Sealang. Actually, do we check this?
You see two lowly, defeated speakers, thralls, slaves basically, perched atop them like conquerors surveying the land. A pair of found, durable wear sneakers, ultra serious.
I can see you with taste for luxury, officer. Can't keep your eyes off those sneakers?
A pair of Faun Ultras. The design is impossibly sleek and simple. A futuristic silhouette with a sleek monochrome colorway, a jet black upper, and a silver-lined midsole.
Those sneakers, mister. Those sneakers are the latest Faun sneakers. Super air, super fine, super cool. Only 50 real.
Only? That's madness. Faun Ultra. We're the future. You remember the slogan from some magazine.
Oh. Okay, that's actually some interesting bonuses. However, I don't think I have that kind of money. Oh, wait.
The speakers
Ins-
below are banged up and worthless. The sneakers These once respectable speakers have been conquered, reduced to a mere prop by the indomitable Faun Ultras atop them. A small heat emboss on the veneer reads, "Solidarity aid from the People's Republic of Samara." The speakers themselves don't seem to display any magical qualities.
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. The sneakers are the stars here.
What about the speakers, though? Doesn't anyone want those speakers?
These, officer? These speakers are Samaran garbage. I'm ashamed to even use them for props. Don't waste your time on them.
Samaran trash? That sounds like they're from the Samaran People's Republic, produced under the dictatorship of the proletariat.
Can I just buy the sad conquered Samaran speakers?
No way, officer. These aren't for sale. They're bad speakers. Low-fi socialist junk.
You're right, I don't have time for junk. I lead a luxury life.
That's right, officer. You're a high-class policeman who accepts nothing less than the best. Lucky for you, I've got the best on sale.
Right.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
So, Sealang, what's your stance on drugs?
Drugs? I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives. Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah! Tasty, tasty drugs.
I'm super into drugs.
That's very cool. A lot of the coolest detectives do drugs. Sadly, I don't have any drugs on sale. Or at my home, or on my person.
Ah, okay.
Sir, it appears to be true. No drugs in sight. Not in the box of sunglasses or under the speakers.
Holmes, I'm not into drugs. Unless... Wait till Sealang discovers he can sell in jars. Hua. We're looking for a lorry driver who is transporting drugs out of the harbor. He or she is in this traffic jam.
That's even cooler. You investigating that and all. But, I am not a lorry driver. I'm just a street vendor. I don't know anything about that.
A blatant lie, sire. Yet he tells it with such conviction. We'd believe him if we didn't know better.
But you are a lorryman. Another driver has identified you and your lorry.
Who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater.
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole.
He stops to think.
Realizing he can't get out of it. Smart man.
Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream.
Zilang, my sister tells me you are the one transporting drugs for the Union.
No! That's insane! It's the fat hater. He's been eyeing me for a week and he sent you here. Maybe he's the one, huh? Have you thought about that?
Real hustler, give him a 50. Yeah, no. Even if just because I don't have it 50. Stop squirming. What do you know about the drug operation at the harbor?
Nothing. I told you. I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd.
And what crowd is that?
Crowd? You know, the drug crowd?
No, he wasn't talking about an abstract crowd. It was that crowd.
It wasn't some drug crowd. You know who they are. Tell me now.
Shush, please. There's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please, don't get me into this mess. I spent 15 years working my way up.
Here we go. There's a tiny bit of truth on the table. Zoom in on it.
If you don't want to get into this mess, you have to give us a reason to move on.
It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady.
Is the lady driver the old woman back there? Dazed out, strange.
I don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved. I told you.
He's not ruling her out.
Who are these other drivers who talk?
All of them. I don't know. I told you all I know. Are we cool now? I really want us to be cool now.
Wow, that was a change in voice. Lady of the truck, maiden of four wheels, the rampant Valkyrie of Carmageddon, says us.
Who exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours? The racist or the other one with the tattoos?
He points north.
All of them. Even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with them. I don't remember who has tattoos.
Okay, we're cool now.
All right. I scored. Let's cap this off with a purchase. You can walk away from here with funky sunglasses, detectives. Both of you. You deserve it.
I'll leave you to it for now. Right, okay. It might be tough to figure out. Right. Man, a lot of high fucking grade checks I see. Alright.
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man. What's up?
I heard that one of the drivers is a woman, but I don't think she's here. Do you know this lady driver?
I don't want to talk about that.
He shifts around, suddenly uncomfortable, then looks away. I don't mean to pry, but I need your help. She may be involved with the drug business.
Man, I was hoping it isn't going to be her. All I can say is, she isn't around here anymore. She isn't some evil drug trafficker. And I don't know where she is.
Who is she to you?
A friend? An acquaintance? I don't know. She was the only person in this damn jam I could talk to. She's someone I don't want to rat out to the law, okay?
I asked you who's conducting the drug trade. You said you didn't know. Now you're saying you do.
I didn't, man. I told you I was hoping it's not her. That she wouldn't be mixed up in it.
It's true. We would have caught a lie. But a kind heart is tricky. Bah. Emotional rhetoric. He knew something and he didn't share it with you. That's a fact.
Who is this person? What's her name?
Thank God I don't know. People here call her the Lady Driver. She kept her name a secret. From me, too. Now I see why.
What does she look like?
A youngish woman. Gruff, but in a cool way.
Oh, okay, so that's not the pale driver then.
What color hair?
Blue and violet. Dyed. It was violet when she got here. Blue before she went.
Then she may have dyed it again.
When did she leave?
Damn, I don't want to... Please just let it go. Whatever she did, it can't be that bad. She's not a bad person. I know that much.
We can't just let it go. It's part of a police investigation.
That's how it always is with you, isn't it? All part of the investigation. The girl's troubled. If you hunt her down, she may not survive it. I can't have that on my conscience.
It won't come to that. We won't pursue her on this. This is information only.
I don't believe you.
She says she's troubled. How?
She's got the darkness in her. That young person's darkness when you think it's all over. And you're looking for a way out.
She shared this with you?
Yes. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her.
I was told everyone's afraid of her. You're not.
I heard the rumors. I saw the other drivers looking at me strange when we talked. And she told me, too, that she's had a violent life. But I wasn't afraid of her. More like for her.
Did this violent life include drug trafficking?
Well, it looks like it did now. But we didn't talk about that. We talked about life, you know? She talked about her mind.
Hold on, her mind?
The way it worked. The trouble it was giving her.
When she left, did she leave her lorry behind?
Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay? There are plenty of drivers here who couldn't stand her, or were afraid of her. They'd be more than happy to rat her out.
He's right. There are other options. The raceman, for one. The grey-haired woman. Maybe she knows something. Wait, this guy says they're friends. Then, acquaintances. And he's okay with others ratting her out?
So you're alright with others ratting her out, you just don't want your hands dirty?
Fine. I don't want to be a butcher. And I don't want to be a knight either. I just want to be a person who can sleep at night. A little fame wouldn't hurt too.
Put yourself in my shoes. I need this for another investigation too. It's important. I can't blow it.
You're not going to put a bullet in your head if you blow it, are you? Because she's on the edge, man.
Oh, fuck. I don't want to force Tommy, that's the thing. Fine, I will drop the matter for now.
Thank you, friend.
He's...
Wow, this makes me feel like I should pick up smoking again. Would help with my rhymes, too.
Right, I still need more experience points. I think I might want to put points into empathy next. Although from what I'm seeing, it's not gonna be... I won't be able to fucking put too many points in those because Psyche. We'll see.
Looking for something?
The lorry driver recognizes you. I know you've been giving me the runaround. First up, where's the lady driver?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Then why are you smirking?
Listen up, fuckwits. You don't scare me. You cops don't run Revachol West. You don't run Martinez. You don't run anything.
So who does? You?
No. He means La Puta Madre.
A legendary, and not in a good way, crime boss from Jamrock controls what is probably the most powerful organized crime outfit in Revachol West.
Yeah, him.
Cross your arms and nod.
Then I presume you are familiar with his peonies.
Yeah, they're his little bitches. He's got them all over the unions.
Not just the unions. He has peonies everywhere. Some say he even has them in the RCM. Dirty fucking peonies who'd do anything for him. Multi-ethnic drug addicts.
I see where Kim is going. Hey, Sadrex.
The lieutenant adopts a rodentine quality. Be cool, sire. He's getting into this.
You're not peonies. You wouldn't be investigating a drug thing if you were.
No, of course not. We're not peonies. But if we were, and one of Madre's drivers were to be stealing from him, then it's a good peony's job to find out who that is.
He's surprisingly good at this. Not bad at all. Look at him lurching.
It's not a hard job. It won't take a long time. It won't make Padre Madre angry. But a stupid fucking racist is standing in the way, protecting this fucking thief.
Wow.
I'm not scared of you or the mob. I'm under the protection of the Lorryman and Carter's Guild.
You've seen that corpse in the ceramic armor there. Did his shitty little guild protect him?
Nah, you wouldn't just leave him out there if you...
He tries to light a fresh cigarette, but his hands are shaking now. The sentence simply ends.
The lieutenant turns and gives you a barely perceptible nod.
Let's go, Kim! Yeah. Before I go AFK to play with Lego, is 1000 XP in Gothic 2 a lot or not? You're asking me! And the answer, I think, is... early game? Yes. Actually, up to the mid game, it is a lot. Don't F it, Harry!
Be careful. This man's still got some fight in him, by the looks of it. It won't be easy to break him.
Ooh. Fucking hell. Yeah, almost 50% is not enough for me. Right, do I have anything for Half-Light? Because that was a Half-Light check. I do, matter of fact. Right. Well, that's not much, but I'll try. AFK. But why the question, Cyrex? I'm gonna save like crazy, holy shit.
Looking for something?
Make him tell what he knows. 58%, it's a little better, but... Get the fucker with a crowbar. I wish. Even without the... Even without the check, etc.
Men like this only respect two things. Strength and fear.
Show me her lorry right fucking now! The lady driver's lorry, where is it?
Fuck you, I told you. I'm not gonna...
There. His voice grows smaller as yours.
He was racist towards Kim. Deaf. Thomas, he's like, just a second, I need to change my gloves before I ask my next question. I mean, Thomas, that's more than valid. Oh boy, I need to dig up my gloves. The ones lined with lead. Well, I think 7 was the minimum roll you needed. Which is good. Actually, let me check. Yeah. Which is good, actually, because 7 is the most common fucking combination of 2d6. The homosexual frame of say, I'm gonna fuck you for the rest of my life. You understand?
Fucking homo cop.
A globule of sweat gathers on his brow.
Look, fuck you, man. It's Laurie down there. Green, banged up thing. I don't fucking know who she is.
When did she go away?
I don't know. I don't even know her name. She just rolls with the fleet and acts like a big shot. Some dyke, probably. I haven't even seen her for days.
Where exactly is her lorry?
Past the monument. Down there. The Green Temple. Now, leave me the fuck alone, okay?
Homocop. Oh, he actually called you homocop. Oh, this is getting...
A small temple by the monument. Green. Let's get into that lorry.
God, I wish I had my gun. I would be rating on police brutality so fucking hard. Tempo and Green. Una. Hobocop, homocop, sad cop, sorry cop.
This green found, A to Z, Contemporaire, is parked in the shadow of the ruins looming overhead. It's seen better days.
Still missing your gun and badge. At least you've got your code back. Always look at the bright side of life. I don't know how if my whistling is getting through at all. The gauges here tell me they don't at all. Can't do much police brutality with a muzzle loader. Bitch. I don't need the fucking muzzle loader when I have my fucking guns attached to my goddamn arms. Although nowadays... Actually, no, I never really looked intimidated. You know, intimidating, pardon me. No. My posture and everything. But I still could fell a fucker with one shot. To the face, mind you. That was weird. That was the only fucking time in junior high school I actually got called to, Oh god, how do you fucking, to pedagogue's office? I don't know how the fuck it's called, but basically the guy who is, who is meant to basically fucking roast you over if you're gonna if you're gonna do some shit. Face pummel them with the butt of a gun. But yeah, that was the only instance in my entire junior high school when not only was I caught for my acts of violence against the meatheads in there. I might have punched the guy during the break in front of roughly 120 witnesses. Yeah. Whoops. Male guns has butts, female has hit. God damn it.
This must be the one he told us about, unless he was lying.
Try to peek in the window.
The glass on the side windows is tinted and covered with dust. You can barely make out the shape of the seat and 2 steering levers. Posters cover the small windows in the back. You can't make out what's on them.
Private door handle?
The door is locked. The handle looks shiny, like it's recently replaced. There's no picking this lock. The owner has put special care into it. It's a recessed design.
How are we going to get this open, Kim?
Use the pry bar to smash the window. Open it from the inside.
Good idea.
I don't know how good it is, but this investigation has taken long enough. We can't afford it to take any longer.
Okay. I see. Also, right. Okay, well, apparently I don't really have that much. I would call it the butt of the gun, I think. Kim had it enough with waiting, not surprised. Hey, Huffin. Hello, Shelby baby. How's it going? So, I suppose. I woke up late as shit, which is doubly painful because today was actually a beautiful sunny day. You know, normally I don't like when it's sunny, but you know, early spring, if not for the allergies and not for the intensity of the sun, like a proper sunny warm day. The one where during, you know, you know, in the middle of the day, I can just go out in a blouse and not really be that bothered. Yeah, I like this kind of stuff. I do prefer these kinds of days happening in the fall, on the account of, you know, allergies. Even though I'm not allergic to anything from the spring, but you know, it's just oh fuck. The allergens just in the air fucking make my goddamn immune system act up. The Staphylococcus aureus, you know, the moment my goddamn system's immunity goes down, that shit starts acting up in my goddamn nasal passages, and it's just fucking awful. Eh. Minus stand tool not equipped. Yeah, it would be pretty tough to smash the window with the pry bar if it isn't in your hand. I mean, how much of a bitch you are if you need a pry bar to smash the window? Like, literally, take off your jacket. Wrap it around your goddamn fist and smash the shit. Your hand is covered. Good portion of your arm as well. Diamond fist cop, well. Yeah, but imagine having a successful roll with no crowbar. It's not, it's really, it's not fucking difficult to smash a window, any window. Maybe okay, maybe some fucking reinforced shit with a fist. The matter is cutting yourself with it. That's the issue. That shirt goes so... Wait, by the way, I saw an off-brand Chinese t-shirt that says 3 stages of life, birth, what the fuck, death, fuck off, I feel like I'm already tired tomorrow. That shit goes so hard. It might go hard, but, I mean, man, do I feel it.
The screen found, A to Z, Contemporain, is parked in the shadow of the ruins, looming overhead. It's seen better days.
Are you fucking kidding me? Oh wow, I'm on windows laminated, like to prevent shards to make and make it more robust. I don't know. I haven't fucking tried to break a model car's window with a fist. The last time I tried to break fucking glass was more than a decade ago, easily. So maybe I am talking out of my ass here. Who the hell knows? Yeah, 8%. It is a white share, but it would unfortunately mean I would require to put a skill into physical instrument later. Oof. Pretty sure I don't. Although, let me double check. No, matter of fact, Oh. Wait, bonus from thoughts. Which thoughts? Oh, it's the wasteland of fucking reality. Oh, wow. Yeah, okay, that's... Oh, that blows. That severely blows. Oh, boy. Time to find the keys, I guess. I don't know if we'll find the keys. Weak cop. Fuck you, Hafen.
This screen found, A to Z, contemporaire, is parked in the shadow of the ruins, looming. Pry bar in hand, you take a hard swing at the window. A loud thunk rings out and the pry bar bounces back, leaving a tiny spider web on the glass. Looks like the window might be shatterproof. You may have to rethink your approach.
Really? Hit again.
Another futile thunk sounds in the brisk coastal air.
This has been hard enough. No need to make it any harder.
The lieutenant takes the pry bar from you and gestures for you to step back. Then, with short warning...
He smashes it into the window. Droplets of glass fly everywhere, shattering over the lorry floor and pavement. You can just reach in now.
Nice.
It went better than I expected. Open it from the inside.
The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. Actresses smile from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in the front and a toolbox tucked under the driver's seat. Some tools lie scattered near the pedals.
Giga Kim. Kim is the Chad. Kim is tougher than he looks. Well...
There's something odd about the passenger seat. The seating fabric has been pulled tight over the lower side of the seat where the toolbox should be.
I'll take my time with it. Fuck you, Kim. I like you, but fuck you with making me rush. Admire the posters.
These are movie posters featuring starlets from long-forgotten films from the 20s, the teens, even the 90s of the last century. One of them particularly catches your eye. A centerfold of an ingenue attached right above the back seat. There's definitely perfume in the air. It's spicy, with a hint of amberette, wafting through the bitter air of the cabin.
Stop and wonder, what's that smell?
The remnants of a sweet juniper-scented perfume. Probably Grenade No. 5.
Study the centerfold?
The actress is draped in a sheathed dress, one of her shoulders bared. The faded remains of an autograph run across the poster. She's looking past the camera. This is Tip Tijon, a starlet from the dawn of cinematography, less known for her talent than her tragic, untimely death.
What happened to her?
She wasted away in a drug den called The Door to the River, not far from here, on Boogie Street. A mixture of cocaine and morphine.
Oh, fuck.
She was afraid of the world, and the camera, too. The actresses and the rear actor all smile you a warm goodbye. A radio transmitter is attached to the dashboard, and a toolbox sits under the driver's seat.
Check the pedals.
You wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like the few tools lying around here, a hammer, a pair of pliers, a rusty wrench, have been casually thrown there by the disorganized driver. But one odd detail does catch your eye. A piece of sandpaper has been glued to the throttle.
Really?
Sandpaper adds extra grip.
Like the driver has glued a piece of sandpaper to the throttle to offer some extra grip.
Sandpaper? A novel technique?
The sandpaper would also rub off the pattern for the driver's right boot sole. Wait a fucking minute. Harry doesn't lift, but Kim sure does. I'm sorry, Walrick. Harry certainly lifts. He doesn't lift weights, but he does lift a bottle to his fucking face. Have you found the Daredevil driver? No, I didn't. No. And I'm still fucking betting that the Daredevil driver will turn out to be me. That is gonna be so on fucking brand. The sandpaper would also rub off the... Yeah, but the driver's right boot sole, no. This reminds me of something.
Yes?
I like where this is going. Yeah. One of the footprints at the crime scene had an aberration. One sole was smoother than the other.
Which means that the missing lady driver was present at the lynching.
The lieutenant's eyes light up behind his prescription lens. First the drug smuggling, now this. How deep does this rabbit hole go?
We've identified one of the footprints, but there are still 7 to go.
He writes something in his little blue notebook.
The movie stars are still smiling from the walls. But there's something strange about the passenger seat. The radio transmitter sits on the center console, and the pull-out toolbox lies hidden under the driver's seat. Some tools lie scattered near the pedals.
Osax, I imagine his glasses lighted up like in anime as well, yeah. Get into the lorry, Shinji, we're fighting capitalism. More like, get into the lorry, Shinji, we're smuggling drugs. Pull out a pull-out box.
A metallic drawer slides out from the seat. It's empty, except for a folded newspaper.
Unfold the newspaper.
It's an issue of Petit Ferique from last Wednesday. A piece of paper falls out from its pages.
Pick up the note.
It looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine. Complex mathematical equations explain the basics of something called the ULAN frequency system.
The ULAN frequency system? I've never heard of that before. I know of FM, AM, UKV, but...
Thoughts trail off. Right, pushing the pull-out toolbox.
The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. The rest is as it was. Posters, a radio, dust on the windows.
Examine the radio.
Looks like the frequency dial is absent. It requires a key to work, but the key has been removed. Likely by the missing lady driver.
Strange. There are so many radio stations saved here. Must be over 100 at least.
Why would anyone need so many radio stations?
For contacting an entire fleet of lorrymen, for example. This is all shortwave, UW and UKV. Looks like we are dealing with an impressive organizational tool. The nerve center of a huge operation. With quite a range too.
A 20-kilometer radius at least. Perhaps extended by an attachable antenna that's not here right now.
Is there anything we can do with the radio?
Doesn't look like it. It's completely inoperable without a dial key.
What else is here?
The ghostly actresses and the rusty toolbox under the driver's seat and the oddly bulging seat cover.
Yeah, time to peel it off.
Voila, a stack of neatly folded papers has been stashed behind the seating fabric. You see 3 maps depicting a large metropolitan area. It's Revachol. Some of its routes and highways have been outlined with a pen.
Bonne prise.
The lieutenant commands you as you shift through the treasure, well worn and folded into neat squares. Hold open the topmost map.
This large map displays the elevated motorway called 881. The intake leading to Martinez is marked with a blue X. There's another X on the off-ramp at a place called the Old South. Toll booths at the intakes are marked with a circle. It looks like there are scant few ways of getting onto the elevated motorway that runs over Jamrock, and this person knows them all. There, hundreds of thousands of motor carriages roar on the 881. High above the mass of brown and red roofs, that is Jamrock. The commuters don't even look down. The world ceases to exist outside the windshield.
Where does the road lead?
To Couronne, through the middle-income neighborhoods there, by the river, and then to Stella Maris and La Delta for work, while the men and women of Jamrock scuttle to their fates below the road.
Hold open the second map.
This municipal map from the 30s displays a complex system of storm sewers underneath a sub-district called the Pox, old military hospital, right adjacent to the 41st precinct.
Oh shit. Yeah, even if she doesn't have the drag components on her fucking lorry, this demands some answers. One Piece, good catch. All right, thank you, Warwick. I'm trying to grow some facial hair, and Lord is my witness, does it look ugly so far? Tell me more. Tell me fucking more. It reminds me how the guitarist from the band I tried to set up in the late high school and early university. Not the one I had with Mefcha, mind you. That's the one before the Mefcha and mine endeavors. Once told me that once fucking shot me a line that if I ever kissed with Adolf Hitler, our mustaches would make one complete mustache finally. Yeah. Grzesiek, ty kurwo. Anyway.
Wind rips through the empty hallways of the once great military hospital, now just a ruin under an overgrown park. Beneath the hospital, great sewer tunnels hum and vibrate with life of their own.
Osak's anti-Adolf message, exactly. It's exactly how he was referring to my fucking mustache later down the goddamn line. As literally just anti-Adolf, that's all. Gotta shave over and over and eventually get more volumes to happen. Yeah, I suppose. I suppose I should be doing that myself as well. Here's the thing. When I don't have a beard, I don't know how many of you here presently had seen me without a beard. Maybe Darth Pixaries. It shouldn't be much of a problem anymore. Give me a sec. Oh no, it still might be in certain. Yeah, but I didn't like the fact that ever since I started working in game dev, I've actually grown a second chin, which is fucking preposterous. Because that could suggest that I was doing well monetarily, while no, it wasn't thanks to the money, it was thanks to the fact that in my first job, the main source of sustenance we could get there in Cherry Pick Games in that extremely fucking remote office that we had to attend daily was really unhealthy. Negative 8, yeah. I remember you were without a beard in one of your Twitch clips. Oh yeah, maybe? Oh, good grief. I am so sorry that you had to witness that, Warwick. Anyway, what is that sound?
The rattle of motor carriages and lorries driving through long-forgotten tunnels, lit by gaslights.
Look at the third map.
The final map displays a labyrinth of service tunnels left over from the construction of Motorway 881. A few routes have been marked with a pen, where the tunnels and sewers surface near the eminent domain and a traffic island in central Jamrock, by the lake. These service tunnels were probably used during the construction of the foundation beneath the motorway. Despite the cold, figures move about cloaked in shadow, their breath escaping in white clouds that fade into the darkness. Wherever you look, the night gives cover to her messengers.
Where are they going?
They travel from eminent domain to perdition and onto the main, over the River Esperance, on Route 881 to the Old South. The exit ramp is supposed to be shut down, but there's much activity. The road spreads like the tentacles of a great octopus.
Yeah, I think Joyce has gotten us into much deeper shit than we would initially think.
Looks like the smugglers have infiltrated the road network belonging to East Motor Tract.
Yeah, I'm not gonna even read that.
So it would seem.
Lieutenant examines the maps with a thorough brow.
The RCM patrols most of these auxiliary roads, though apparently not all of them.
Where does the contraband end up?
Hard to say. This distribution network looks certainly large, yet still vague enough. It doesn't reveal much about the Besmerti behind it.
Besmerti? That sounds vaguely familiar.
The Besmerti is a Revacholian crime syndicate. They see themselves as the inheritors of the 14 Revacholian Indo-tribes, but really they're just violent gangs vying for control on the west side of Revachol. With cool names like La Puta Madre and Ahura Mazda, it's a dark parody.
Also, wasn't La Puta Madre something like Whore Mother or something like that? I don't know. Yeah. Who do you think is behind this?
It's definitely not the Union. They just do some logistics. This operation has spread everywhere in Jamrock. If it's that widespread, then Madre remains the most likely suspect. Here's bad news. There have been attempts at a serious investigation before, but they haven't ended well for those involved.
You have a stack of papers under the seat?
Best not to disturb the scene. I'll have forensics go over the lorry and pick this up later.
The stack of maps looks just like before, barely noticeable. The movie stars look silently by, and the pull-out toolbox has a rubber handle. Close the rusty old lorry door.
Great. I think we got everything. A word, detective? Before we return to Joyce?
La Puta Madre seems to mean the motherfucker. Okay. No, I don't think that's 1-to-1, but it doesn't sit right. Mother is mother, alright, but Puta is, if I recall correctly, is more regarding a whore. Yeah, sure, not a direct translation, but I would need to fucking check out, right?
Alright, we've finished here. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found, so we don't do it in front of the company rep.
Seems like something police would do. What do you think of all this, Kim? Because I think we are fucked.
Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far. The evidence seems to point to a rather extensive and well-organized operation.
Yes. Holy shit.
I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter, particularly the sheer number of stations it can connect. Looks like this alleged drug trade casts a wide net.
This means it's well-funded. Technology like that, a major player must be financing it.
I'm not sure what the Ulan frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance. Perhaps it's a better way to connect between fleets while avoiding frequency bleed, or maybe it's used to tap into RCM networks. Oh, and the maps we found. They reveal the geographical extent of the operation. Looks like they've used abandoned tunnels and access roads to stay hidden. This is useful info.
What about the movie posters? How do they factor in? Yeah, of course I'm gonna ask about the movie posters, like a dumbass. Bane, La Puta Madre is something like mother whore. Hijra de Puta Madre would be son of a whore. Right. Thanks, Cyberpunk 2077 and Jackie Wells for that knowledge. Hijra de Puta is son of a whore, hence the mother. Yeah, mother thing, bringing it closer to motherfucker. Yeah, but that's I still think that's an incorrect translation. But okay.
As elegant as they are, I don't think they are relevant to the drug trade.
You think? Maybe the trader is some sort of cinephile.
Yes, well...
How do you think this is connected to the Union?
We didn't find anything conclusive linking them to the smuggling operation. But somehow, I doubt that Everard Clare would be oblivious to something like this happening right under his nose.
Maybe they smuggled drugs and posters. Wow. Hey, you don't know. Maybe those posters are secretly all goddamn soaked in LSD, you know, and then you just cut them up. Yeah.
My suggestion is we use it against the Union in any way we can, to our own ends. It's a slippery hill, but we just might be able to pin them down, indirectly, down the road.
I don't know about that, but
In
we'll see.
short, this is a future angle. Possibly a good one.
With the RCM open an investigation into this.
We should return to the murder case, see what Joyce tells us about the lynching. When we are done for the day, I call my station and suggest our narcotics department look into it.
Yeah.
There are more than enough grounds to start an official investigation, sometime later when we are done here. We do not want to get caught in that.
He stops to think. What are you thinking?
The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An investigation, I mean. Especially if the Madrid grouping is involved, and I can't imagine they aren't. It's certainly worrisome.
Corruption?
All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. That won't help anyone either.
Okay, debrief over.
Debrief over. After you.
Oh, bloody hell. This is getting worrisome. Right. Sorry, trying to figure out what to wear. Oh, okay, that's right. I'd rather go for that. Well, bloody hell, not really anything I can swap to. That's fine. I'm trying to guess basically. What fucking clothes to wear just in case of dice checks with Joyce. Thing is, I don't really have that much to sorry, fucking hell. I don't have that much to equip for that. Or anything, really. I don't really have yet any, or should I say much coverage in the skills. Need to lick the posters. Come on, Harry, says Ossex. I wish I could just... I wish I had an option to spit on that racist fuck. Oh?
I, saw you poking around in Lady Driver's lorry. She in trouble?
The racist told us where her cabin is. We only searched it.
Still better than me, I guess. Told you there's plenty of others who'd tell on her. But, is she in trouble?
Spit on Metalhead and see what happens. I fucking would if I could. That's going to be an investigation. Sorry, Tommy.
It's that bad. Man, what should I do? What should I do to help her?
I really don't know, Tommy.
Damn. I always warned her to watch herself. Man. Nothing to do now, I guess. Maybe I should just keep my head down and work on my rhymes while I can.
What's the plot with those rhymes, anyway?
Oh, you know.
No, I don't.
Tommy Leham's gonna be a musician.
Ooh.
Sprechgesang, but with beats. I've got a lot of free time on the road to hone my craft.
Ooh.
The correct grammar is Tommy Lahom.
Fuck you, rhetoric. I'm gonna still call him Tommy Lahomie. Why Tommy Lahomie?
Tommy Lam was taken. My real name's Jerry Lafitte. Tommy's way better.
Fair enough. Sprechgesang? I don't know what the hell is that. Good luck with that, Tommy. Gotta run.
Yeah, you too. Be safe, detective.
You too, Tommy. I can't help but like that guy, you know.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Sounds like rap, feels like rap. Maybe?
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Have you heard back from the ICP about the serial number?
Yes. The armor was produced by Fairweather in their facilities in Bétancourt, sur la Clé in 42. It was part of a special order for Corps de Pharmacie, a security firm contracted to protect the interests of Aramis pharmaceutical companies in the Semenine conflict.
Oh. That guy was a merc through and through.
So, it seems the armor went to Semenine. That's where the paper trail ends, though. Even the firm has proven difficult to track. Corps de Pharmacie has been renamed several times over in the years since the armor was issued.
Do you know what it's called now?
The most recently registered firm that the ICP has been able to connect to the CDP is a military contractor called Trinel, and the one before it was Downwell. I think they might be the same contractor.
I was wondering why it's why it was Le Home and yeah. Well, now we know, Ulrich. Fine. Sprechgesang and Sprechstimme, sometimes known as speak singing. Oh, I see. Speak singing in English are expressionist musical vocal techniques between singing and speaking. Though sometimes used interchangeably, Sprechgesang is directly related to the operatic recitative manner of singing, whereas Sprechstimme is closer to speech itself.
A suit of armor like this would have been manufactured with a particular person's physique in mind. You should ask for whom this suit was fitted.
First, has the firm continued to work for pharmaceutical companies through all these name changes?
Hard to say. Their client list is rather diverse and incomplete. The only constant seems to be that the mercenaries are always deployed in third and fourth world countries.
Oh boy. A set of armor like this would have been customized to fit the wearer. There must be a record of the person to whom it was issued.
Yes, but the ICP tends to be reluctant to share private sector records. I could try to talk them into it, though.
Yes, please do try. It's imperative that we learn whose armor this was.
Sure. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully I will have more information for you then.
Oh boy, okay, well, if that's how you want, if that's how long you want to take it, okay, I'm done with the radio then.
7th, over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set.
Right, what's this check?
Snow covers the white on blue police livery of the motor carriage. The white colors nearly meld together.
Wait, why am I thinking about this? Wasn't I supposed to...
Do something important? Something murder-related? There's always something important.
True.
Doesn't mean you can't take a moment to admire this piece of machinery. This is a Caprice Kanema, the Caprice Motor Corps follow-up to their highly successful workhorse, Caprice 40, and the answer to the Lum's racing breed, Ferv series. With its air-cooled, rear-mounted 12-cylinder compression ignition engine, driving the rear wheels through a 4-speed manual gearbox, the Kanema is able to reach 100 kilometers per hour in 13.5 seconds, and go on to a top speed of 180 kilometers an hour.
Want to roll over in the first sharp corner?
The high center of balance is offset by a large battery bank mounted at the bottom of the cabin, feeding all the auxiliary systems and making the Kanema effectively a mobile power plant.
This tech talk is really rubbing me the right way here.
Due to a quite steep price tag, it is very unusual to see one in police livery.
That machine really puts the loco back in locomotion. Very cool.
You want to take a closer look?
What's it packing there?
130.
I reckon that's a 7-liter V12 there. Man, that's got to be a major advancement over the KR-18 GU engine on the old Caprice 40.
That's what? A 7-liter V12?
7.2. Supercharged.
Fucking hell. A fine machine.
Yes. An extraordinary machine.
Yeah, I need to get back to I need to get back to the guy and find out the price of his fucking rims. Kim needs his rims back. V12, damn Kim! No wonder that woke you up. The whole neighborhood would be woken up by this. It's out in the open too, holy moly. Yes.
It's nice and all, but why so modest? Put some zing into it. Flare it up. Slam it down. Helium headlights would improve the range and quality of the visual field a lot.
Ever thought about switching to helium headlights?
Actually, I have a pair at home. Just haven't gotten around to fitting them yet. I need to lay some wiring for the ballast first.
If we ever get this case solved, maybe we can do it together.
Maybe. Yes, definitely maybe.
And means no.
Aw. Okay, let's move. I'm just trying to make friends, Kim. Aw, yeah. They don't know me. No one knows me. But do you know yourself? Haha. Man, I need to replay Planescape Torment. Right. Like a friend asking to paint your 40k army with you, lol. They ain't gonna follow your perfect scheme just like you wanted so the lights perfectly. Bitch, you fucking think I would refuse? I would absolutely fucking welcome them. Just assuming they would help me fix my shit. Of course, we're talking about army. Characters? Okay, I would see the point. Because that's something very personal. The rest of the army? Damn, Schwabe is a social man. Not really. It's more complex. It's, I have extreme problems socializing with my Asperger's and shit. But, sharing a time with a friend on grounds of, on hobbyist grounds is great. It's awesome. When Hyperstrained was in the previous office, the much bigger one, we did try to organize some evenings with a mate to basically teach people you know, paint, how to paint stuff. Cyrus could confirm, if not for the fact that he's currently lurking AFK and probably doesn't hear that, because I actually invited him to one of those. It's a shame that like only 3 happened, but oh well. Then you and Kim are very different. I don't really know what Asperger's really does. It is difficult. It's basically the autism spectrum. I probably shouldn't even be talking about it because I'm not sure myself. But what I do know is that I am particularly shit with understanding social norms, understanding social cues. I'm having problem with nuance. The social skills are usually mostly a passive skill for people. I need to actively fucking analyze, you know, responses, reactions, in social situations. And I still often fail because you can know everything. Well, okay, I wonder where we can meet up in Prague. Prague is great. When? I have no income. The only income of any regularity I have is Patreon and arguably Twitch, even though I get paid $50, above $50 every 2 months, because they dropped the threshold for payouts from $100 to 50 in somewhere in the recent year or two. I got I have a 1500 Czech Coronas absinthe.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
I did save, right. I spoke with the lorryman at the roundabout.
Yes, my eyes on the harbor have sent word to that effect. What have you discovered?
Wait, where exactly are these eyes located?
It doesn't really matter. And
Oh, it does.
the surveillance. Wild Pines can't afford to be blind at a time like this.
Do you have any Knedler? I am more interested in that, asks Osax. Hey, if you wanna fucking make a... If you wanna make a fucking road trip to Prague, to Prague or something, sign me the fuck up. Just... I'll be owing you shitload of money. It's not like I'm not owing my father... Oh, God. No, but I have Tatrati, says Drunkenslav. Tormuse, from what I've heard, Asperger's particularly affects a person's ability to interpret facial expressions and body language. That's for sure. That's actually one of the things I meant under the umbrella of social cues. It makes it more challenging for them in social interaction. One of the many things, I would argue. But I would need to... yeah. Actually, I may be in August for brutal assault. Let's think about that later, honestly. Oh, by the way, Schwabe, if you're ever food insecure, do hit me up. What do you mean, food insecure? I do in particular hate food insecurity. What is food insecurity? Haven't been there in years, so maybe it's time to go back. I know that in August... God, I need... Okay. I usually don't do that stuff, but I need to fucking check it up while the thought... Oh, right. While the thought remains. Oh. Right, obscure Sphinx. Oh, it's Metal Mine Festival. Between 22nd and 24th of August. Let me just throw you Osak's what I mean. Fucking Obscure Sphinx is coming back, baby. To at least to live gigging, and perhaps maybe they will finally release a fourth proper full album after 8 years. Is food insecurity just spicy diets as all sucks? Drugs. Food insecurity being unable to consistently purchase... Oh, okay, this kind of insecurity. I actually had a time like that recently, and a time like that is looming over me once again. Unless I fucking find which more of my grey plastic I can sell. Okay, they're basically so yeah, I think I can send shekel or two, something to get you through a week. I fucking hate asking for money even to the people who offer it openly. I will whinge, however, so there's that. Anyway. Right, sorry.
One of the tall buildings overlooking the roundabout, most likely. That would give them a read on the entire quarter.
In any case, it's a relief to know someone has looked into it. If I may ask, will there be an official investigation? I assume you discovered there is an operation.
Not reading that out, dude.
If there is an investigation, it will be part of an ongoing operation, subject to confidentiality. I am sure you understand.
Of course, detectives. In any case, you've held up your end of our arrangement. I trust you with the rest. Now it's my turn. I wouldn't normally break protocol like this, but the situation demands it. If you don't solve this murder, I'm afraid we may have a bloodbath on our hands.
The words bloodbath sound cold in her mouth. They taste of iron and strawberries.
What was that about a bloodbath?
Yes. I'm afraid this strike may descend into a small-scale civil war, with possible consequences for all of Rivershoal West.
Oh, great.
Since you are sharing, ma'am, this is also the RCM's worst-case scenario.
Then we're on the same page, as grim as it may be.
Osak, speaking of festivals, Brutal Assault is great. Never been to. As a matter of fact, I actually have never been to any, you know, music festival before in my time, so I'm completely fucking green on that. I don't know some people that were frequenters of Yarochin, but so fucking what? I haven't been one myself. Atmosphere and location are supreme, and lineup is tight. Been there for almost 10 years in a row, solo mostly. Sometimes I almost died in a tent due to flooding. I beg your pardon. I'm a filthy godless commie, says Drunkslav, so helping people eat is something I really don't mind doing. Drunkslav, I don't like music festivals. I have brain damage, so I don't do well in crowds. I don't do well in crowds myself, but, you know, sometimes you have sometimes it's good to actually force yourself for new experiences. I just lodged the toothpick underneath my F5 to F8 keyrow. Give me a second. Fucking ADHD. I'll fucking forget about it and then wonder why I'm not having any fucking clips from gameplay. Because that's gonna fuck up my F8 key. Ah! I dislike crowds. I dislike people. And yet metal festivals are cool in my book somehow. Mostly because there's a bunch of other unwashed and likely demented people like me, so well, I dislike I dislike high intensity sounds. Like, they genuinely usually have outright physical effect on me. Like, they have physiological effects on my body. And yet I do enjoy going to certain concerts. Yes. I of course mean the metal concerts, and Obscure Sphinx concerts are definitely something I attended every single fucking one that was in Warsaw between 2015 and 2018. Even one in Krakow, because it happened that on the same tour, I went to one in Warsaw, and then in 2015 we were going with Polygon to Krakow to Digital Dragons. And on the first day that we were there, actually in the evening, the same gig on the tour was near the fucking that entire shebang. Whatever. Sorry. Database grounding your bones when you stand next to a column. It's not that. I usually actually have issues with higher and some mid frequencies. Tell me again, how are the lynching and strike connected?
I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy a private military contractor as an insurance measure. They called it my security detail.
A momentary lapse of faith.
They were dispatched after I relayed the union's initial offer.
Oh.
Every worker...
A member of the board. I tried to convince my employer it was simply a piece of rhetoric or a joke. They did not appreciate the humor.
Do you need a security detail?
Absolutely not. These mercenaries are muscle, pure and simple. They are meant to intimidate the Union into surrendering.
Honestly, at this fucking point?
Who are they, exactly?
Crenel, an Oranese military company. As far as I know, 3 arrived in Martinez. They report to me sporadically, but they do not answer to me. To be frank, our relationship is deteriorating.
Oh boy. Lynching and Strug is actually a name for a band. I don't know. Too much of a mouthful, in my opinion.
They wear ceramic armor, have semi-automatic weapons, and years of combat experience. They also have trauma and stressor disorder, and no idea how to conduct themselves in an urban civilian environment.
Oh, good!
So, what happened?
The story is, one of them, the Colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually assaulted a local woman while he was drunk and separated from his unit. This allowed some of the more militant Union members to subdue him.
Wow,
He was taken out behind the whirling in rags and lynched last Sunday night.
What then?
Nothing. Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbor. I have not been able to discuss this matter with anyone there. The remaining 2 Crenel contractors carry out their orders, for now.
For now?
It's a smokescreen. In secret, they are conducting an independent military tribunal into the lynching. Once this investigation is concluded, executions will follow.
What is the nature of this so-called investigation?
Whether to execute one, some, or all of the Union militants.
You've made a mess here.
It was the Union who strung him from that tree. My hope is that you provide a single concrete suspect before Crenel indiscriminately pick theirs. Simply put...
She grabs hold of the mainsail.
If you don't pin this on someone good, and do it fast, they will identify and execute everyone present at the lynching. This in turn will force the Union to respond.
Well, shit.
I'd rather have over 2,000 men. It will be 1,000 to 1.
Have you ever seen a hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant? It's not pretty.
The Seraï's giant hornet, the world's 2nd largest insect, can kill 40 honeybees a minute, while a group of 30 can decimate an entire hive of 20,000 bees in less than 4 hours.
Jesus Christ.
These men work in tandem using semi- and fully automatic firearms. Their armor is virtually impenetrable to muzzle-loaded weapons, even yours. Most Union workers don't have guns at all.
The muzzle loaders need to be reloaded after every 1 or 2 shots. The automatics every 1 or 2 minutes.
As I said, a bloodbath.
Well, fuck. I think the confrontation is inevitable.
It doesn't have to be like this. Nameless, badgeless officer of the citizens' militia. One single concrete suspect delivered into civil court, and I may be able to defuse this situation.
What can you tell me about Crenel?
Not much. Their public resume is relatively good, as far as private military contractors go. I believe they were once called Downwell. They boast a long list of clients. Saint-Baptiste, Welchman Lorenz, Eintracht. A warning sign, however. The operations concerned all take place in 3rd or 4th world countries. Guarding facilities, escort missions and such.
Meaning they're used to operating in war zones.
Yes. All the good conflict corridors, Supramundi, Yesut, the Seminese Islands, Countries that don't have a good record reporting atrocious military conduct on their soil.
Oh. Oh dear. Things escalated, eh? Quite. Drunk stuff. Of course they sent the Dutch mercenaries to fuck with the workers. Classic. Okay, anything else you got on them?
Sadly, no. Before this happened, I had little interest in them. Now that I do, I don't have the resources.
She thinks.
If you still have access to the ICP's database, you could run a better background check than I ever could. It may take some time, though.
She thinks.
Do you know a lot about the inner workings of the RCM and the ICP, man?
In my line of work, it pays to do your research. I was prepared to deal with the RCM. I did not think I'd be dealing with a group like Crenel.
You contact the company. Tell them to call them off.
I have. And they will. However, these orders take time to reach what is basically a rogue unit out in the field here. Until they do, it's all on us.
She's being truthful. She is pressing them as hard as she can.
You said that the Caesar assaulted a woman.
Or he didn't. This is information passed on to me from some teenagers loitering around the canal. I cannot testify by it.
Kuno? Who did the passing on the... Oh, God.
The remaining contractors. Their tribunal. It's what they believe.
What did these teenagers by the canal say?
That the man was killed because he assaulted a local woman. I've asked around a bit. This seems to be the accepted story around Martinez.
Fucking Kuno again, says Warwick. Ossax. Kuno is the real ruler of Revachol. Yeah, tell yourself that you will.
The lieutenant consults his notebook, his eyebrows knitted in concentration.
Odd. We haven't heard any reports about an assault in connection with the lynching. Where did it take place? And when?
Last Sunday night, at the Whirling in Rags, the hostel by the gates. Supposedly, the colonel was drunk, maybe on narcotics too. Either way, he's alleged to have sexually assaulted a woman. Sometime later, a group of dock workers got their hands on him.
Who was this woman?
That's a good question, officer. I don't have the slightest idea. As I said, it's a rumor about a rumor. In any case, it's what the colonel's remaining colleagues believe.
This colonel, the one who was hanged, did you know him?
If you mean did I see him alive? Yes. But I did not know him.
His name was?
Lely. His service name. A nom de guerre, most likely. He wouldn't divulge his full name. Only one of them did. A bad sign if there ever was one.
Nom de guerre. I'm pretty sure it's a pseudonym, a combat moniker. Warwick, imagine this is just a misunderstanding because of Kuno and there was no assault at all. Oh god. You know what? That could be possible, saying that we examined the corpse and they fucking thought that we're gonna fuck it. Name of war, yeah, basically. Ossax, it was actually Kuno who hanged the merc. Kuno wants to cause a bloodbath of unprecedented scale to be born anew as god of murder. God damn it. Tell me about the others first.
One is a man, Corty, they call him, a nickname as well. The other a woman, Phyllis DePaul. Corty is the gunner, I believe. DePaul is a radio operator.
What would you say was his eye color, the deceased's?
Pardon?
She closes her eyes, trying to picture the man's face, then shakes her head.
I can't remember.
There's a pang of regret to her voice.
The lieutenant was testing her, asking a small detail first to see if she knew him better than she let on. She passed.
That's all right, man. Anything else? Nationality? What would you say was his age?
He was 40. Or 50. It's hard to say which. He had a combat injury on his lower jaw. It made it difficult to estimate his age. or gauge his facial expressions.
Indeed, this matches the dental reconstruction we saw on the body. What else? Nationality? Accent?
The Kuno conspiracy, says Darth Pictures. Yeah.
He was, Occidental, I think. Light brown hair, a mixed accent, Oranese, or Messinian, maybe. His injury gave him an accent all his own. In a way, it was humanizing. He had to learn to speak through it. Through the injury. That's all I know, I guess. I only met him once.
Where are the remaining 2 mercs now?
They've gone to ground, as it were. I don't recommend seeking them out. For one, they're almost certainly armed to the teeth. They don't have the same respect for the Revachol citizens' militia as I do. To put it bluntly, they think you're vigilantes. Ghetto savages. It will not be a fruitful meeting.
We still need to know where they are, even if just to fucking avoid them.
You're likely to run into them eventually. When that happens, I'll be in a better position to mediate if I don't appear involved.
Where are these mercenaries?
One is obviously the scab leader at the harbour gates. The one chanting the idiotic slogans. He's barely maintaining his disguise. The other has a vantage point in a building south of the roundabout. They were keeping tabs on you while you were canvassing the lorry drivers.
The one must be the goon in ill-fitting work clothes by the harbour gates, the scab leader.
That may be so. I still hope you heed my advice. There's no need to kick the hornet's nest.
For all your talk of averting this catastrophe, the situation at the gate is a powder keg. Does this not bother you?
Of course it bothers me, Lieutenant. But my hands are tied. How would my employer react if it appeared I were intervening on behalf of the Union?
Your concern may be appearances. Ours is keeping the peace.
One is probably in a building overlooking the roundabout.
That would afford a good vantage point. In any case, it's practically inaccessible.
Totally go over and ask everybody, have you seen Dutch mercs around here? That would be hilarious.
Where is your radio for contacting them, if I may ask? Do you have an earpiece?
Heavens no. I'm not an undercover agent. There's a short wave at the ship's wheel.
She nods towards the sloop's cabin. I had another question for you.
I hope I can answer it better.
How much time do we have?
Until the executions start. Truthfully, I don't know. It depends on their progress identifying the members of the lynch mob, and their impatience.
They don't report their progress to you?
She already told you that that she's not in any kind of control. They're totally fucking rogue. Him.
Not on this matter. I'm afraid they consider this a personal initiative.
There's a brief silence. Seagulls squawk over the bay.
It's a matter of days, not weeks.
Well, bloody hell. That's enough for now.
I am sorry to have been the bearer of bad news. If there is anything else I can help you with, please ask.
Now, can you tell me about these tattoos? Show her the photo.
Of course. Excuse my hesitation before.
She reaches over the guardway and takes the photo, holds it in her hand.
For about half a minute, in silence. She wears fingerless gloves. Her fingernails are cut short and fractured, like those of a working woman.
It was taken with a Trigat not long ago. This is the man's upper body. There were no more markings on his hands or legs.
Stay quiet. Observe the woman's expression.
Her mouth is relaxed. The accordion lines near her mouth vanish. The pearls of her eyes move slowly on the photo's surface.
What do you think?
Sorry. I was trying to see if I can read the web of interdependencies between these points. The stars.
She points to one on the photo paper.
I can't. But that's how you read this story. The points themselves don't have letters, numbers, anything. Their size, location on the body, and distance from each other tells you what they represent.
Like Vias on a microcircuit?
Close. Port cities. This is an Oronese map of the waterways. A sailor's tattoo worn by wayfarers of the Dolorian century. Over 300 years ago, the sailors would mark their bodies to map their travels.
Oh. What is the use of this map?
The sailor's soul would use it to fly back home if they should die abroad. This is a sort of contraption to be reeled back in by. The silver cord, they would call it.
What travels did the dead man make then?
Quite a few. Vredefort, the Oronese capital, traditionally stands on the right shoulder. He started somewhere near here, I think.
What next?
Then he made his way to the Pretto Grande, through what I think must be the Stutz Canal, an artificial channel through the Occident. From the Pretto, he sailed to the Insulindic Ocean, first the Semines Islands, then this.
He points to his heart. What is that?
Revachol. Those are the two constants. Vredefort on the shoulder, and Revachol in the heart. They started the tradition of these maps right after the discovery of Insulinde, at the dawn of the Interinsulary Age.
The old world passing by, and the new world already here.
You said you can't read it.
I can't. This man was no sailor, and these are no ports. I can understand geographic fragments, but not their meaning.
Vredefort? Vredefort has a military academy. The Semines Islands saw a recent conflict. In Revachol, he was executed.
Maybe it's a record of his military career.
That makes sense to me. We have no more use for a map of the waterways, just like we don't need sailors the way we used to. This is what the custom would morph into on the Occident. Mercenary tattoos.
For all the boys looking for adventure, a blood spatter on the seas.
Who could tell me more?
His platoon members? The other contractors. Though I do not suggest you go and show them that picture. This man was their friend and comrade.
Surely there are other people to ask about the tattoo. This is not necessary to complete the task, officer. It's a dangerous side task. Search elsewhere.
Mark it down. Ask Mercs about tattoos. I need information. Drunkenslav, I never actually got her to talk because I was like, oh fuck, she's with the corpos.
Do what you have to do, detective. I don't think deciphering that tattoo should come before public security. But if you should wade into the mob to find out, I couldn't stop you.
We will be careful, ma'am.
That's all for the tattoos. Thank you for your help.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Thank you. That's all for now. In more ways than one, because I just realized it's... Oh, nice, an autosave. Because I just realized it's 11:30 nearly, and Oh, good grief. I need to unfuck my sleep while having a lot of stuff to work with. So there's that. I really like Joyce's dialogue in this game. You learn a lot about the world and ongoing situations from listening to it. Yeah, it's well written. It's very well written and very well acted too. Thank you for joining me today. Oh, good grief. It was an interesting one, not gonna lie. Good game, good stream. Hey, thank you, Tomius. All hail Giga Kim. Yes, indeed. Welcome back, Sarvex. Anyway, folks. Thank you for joining me today. We will be back from this moment on Thursday. Next stream, Kuno vs Giga Kim deathmatch. Yeah, Kuno has no fucking chances of survival. Anyway, folks. Oh boy. Oh my lord. Right. Have a good night, everyone. We'll see each other. We'll see each other back on Thursday. Ground people. Good night.